I was gonna write about the Dark Girl preview that I had watched about a week ago. A friend had forwarded it on to me, and I had seen it floating around, but I didn't want to get into it. I didn't want to write about it because it just seemed like the same old monotonous conversation that makes black women seem angry when they discuss it. But I think it's something that needs to be discussed because my observation has been that we as black people make it a far bigger deal than anybody else does. And I just didn't really appreciate that this is the preview that they chose was I just don't agree with what they chose to preview. We have all these black women who are beautiful as far as their attractive physical attraction level goes. And when you bring up this dark skin versus light skin girl thing, it's it's mainly about who is more attractive. Now there are attractive dark skinned women, there are attractive light skinned women, there are ugly ass light skinned women, just like there are ugly dark skinned women. I don't I don't think the issue really it should be about the skin color. Is most well not most, but there are a lot of dark skinned women who just feel that men don't like them because of their skin color, and it's just it bothers me because it becomes something that destroys a woman's self-esteem. I mean, we could have put very attractive black women in that preview who identified with being disliked because of their skin color, but they chose not to show that. Now, I mean, the documentary might be different and they might have some darker skinned women in there who are attractive on site. But when I say attractive, I'm not saying from a personal standpoint, like, some people are attracted to all nationalities, ethnicities, people of different cultures. Um, I'm not talking about that kind of subjective attractiveness. I'm talking about if my face was covered in acne, of course, people, most people are not going to think that I'm attractive. If my teeth are messed up, most people are not going to think that's attractive. Um, there's other things that people are just not attracted to, or that, make you unattractive that you can't actually fix. And I think some people associate their skin color with that instead of really looking in the mirror. Like, if I've lived a rough life, my skin is bad, and my lips are black as fuck, everybody's not going to be attracted. A lot of people are not going to be attracted to that. I could be green and it's not going to be attractive. So I think about, all the dark skinned women who are entertainers, singers, actress, businesswomen that are dark skinned and attractive. I think about my mother, Lauryn Hill, Vanessa Williams, Jennifer Hudson, Angie Stone, Oprah. I'm reading all these names. Gabrielle Union, Kelly Rowland, Diana Ross, Nia Long, Garcelle Bouvier, Aisha Tyler, Naomi Campbell, Patti LaBelle, Michelle Obama, Mary J. Blige, Tweet, Brandy, Fantasia, Kim Porter, Kenya Moore, Regina King, Kerry Washington, Camille Wimbush, Sanaa Lathan, Angela Bassett. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. For every light skinned attractive woman that you pick, you can find an attractive dark skinned woman. And I think what needs to be talked about is how we pick each other apart as black people, because I mean that's really what it is. We'll sit up here and we'll tell people, don't fucking tell me what to write on my wall on Facebook, don't tell me what to tweet, I can post whatever I want on my Tumblr blog. We take authority of that. We get so uptight about our freedom of speech, but then we'll turn around and we'll let somebody else tell us our worth as a human being. Oh, you're not that attractive because you're dark skinned. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. We will get into fights about what we tweet, but you won't fight for your own self respect, your own self esteem. Yes, it feels fucked up for people to attack you because of your skin color. I get attacked. And I know there's gonna be somebody like, shut the fuck up. Nobody's attacking you. It happens. My own people attack me. I date in the past. I have dated, and I am currently dating someone who is darker than me. He's significantly darker. And what I get from darker skinned women, I have heard them say, that's the closest he's gonna get to a white girl, so of course he chose her over me. It's not even about that. Maybe he just likes me and he doesn't fucking like you. It is that simple sometimes. And I think people, they have their, they have low views of themselves, and they try to make other people responsible for that, and that shit is not fair. Why would you attack me? I am a fellow black woman. It doesn't matter on the spectrum of light and dark where I reside. I am your fellow black woman. And yes, there are other cultures and ethnicities that do this stupid shit about this skin color is better than this skin color, but they're just not in the media as much as black people. And this is the thing that hurts so much, because we talk about self-hatred and we attach it to our hair, and we attach it to how we choose to dress and our personalities. This is some self-hatred shit. It really is. To not be comfortable with who you are, to allow someone else to tell you how much of a human being you're worth because of your skin color. If you loved yourself, no one could convince you otherwise. I wake up every day, and the first thing I tell my daughter is, I love you. I love everything about you. You are the greatest little person. And I mean that. I don't say, you're beautiful for a little black baby. No, everything about her it's great to me. I mean, she could have came out lighter than me, which she did. She could have came out darker. She could be lighter now. She could be darker. I don't care. I care about my daughter and who she's going to be, and I don't want her to have to deal with this. If someone attacks her for her skin color, I want her to feel confident enough in herself to say, you know what, you're unhappy about something in your life that is causing you to attack me. So you just need to get your shit together and leave me the hell alone, because I don't have a problem with how I look. You do. And I think if more women took that attitude, this issue would cease to have so much of importance attached to it. And then, you have this ignorant fuck in the video who is talking about dark-skinned women. I don't really like them. They look funny beside me, so, I'd rather not date a dark-skinned woman. I'd rather a light-skinned pretty girl, long hair, don't care. You sound stupid. And, of course, we are all entitled to our opinions and our preferences, but why would you publicly make such a derogatory statement about darker skinned women, as if they can't be pretty and they can't have long hair? I know plenty of women who can. Again, I use my mom the most because that is who I grew up with. I grew up with my mom and her sister and my grandmother. They were all dark skinned. All of them. And we were around them a lot. I have two aunts. My dad's sister. My dad is very, very light. He's a lot lighter than me, but his two older sisters are very, very much darker than him in contrast. I mean, if you saw them walking down the street, it's no mistaking they're dark-skinned women. So I haven't looked at anyone as you're better than this person or that person. I was more or less taught to look at people for what was inside their character, because it doesn't matter how attractive you might be, you can still have a nasty ass attitude towards other people, and then it does nothing for you if you have a nasty attitude. So I want people to notice the obvious. You pick at the L'Oreal ad with Beyonce and you say, this is so sad because they've lightened her skin. They didn't have to lighten her skin. How a camera works is, depending on how bright your flash is, it changes people's skin color. You can pull up every picture you have on your computer and put them side by side, and I guarantee you the flash is different. So your skin color is going to be a little darker in some pictures. It's going to be a little lighter. that doesn't mean that someone automatically lightened it to appease white America. It just means maybe that flash on that camera was brighter. And the picture that you put up next to the L'Oreal ad of Beyonce, how do you know she hadn't just come off vacation with her husband? If she had been out in the sun for an entire weekend, of course that picture is going to be darker than a L'Oreal ad that she might have taken in the wintertime when your skin gets lighter anyway because it's less sunlight. But nobody stops and thinks about these things. It's always, oh my God, look at what they're doing to black people. Look at us. No, look at what you're doing to yourselves. I mean, this doesn't happen just to light-skinned people either. You take pictures of dark-skinned people and their skin is not the same color in every single picture they have ever taken all their life. Their skin color varies because of the flash. I mean, one woman in the preview said, the darker you are, it's more of a sexual approach. That might be the case for her, but that's the case for a lot of women, period. Some men just look at us as sexual beings. They just want to stick their dick in us. So that's shit. It happens to me all the time. Some guys, they don't want to hear what the fuck I have to say. They just want to have sex. Okay, well, don't fuck with those type of people. Keep them out of your life. Sometimes it's not about you. It's about them and what they want to do and their preferences. And you can't internalize everything because sometimes it's not that deep. It's not about your skin color. It's about this guy is a man whore, and if you let him have sex with you, he's gonna have sex with you. So if you haven't formed a healthy level of self-esteem and you fuck every guy that gives you attention, then yes, it might seem to you that guys only want to have sex with you and they don't want to form relationships with you. Don't attach your skin color to it because men love black women. A lot of men love black women. There are a lot who don't. But there are tons of men who love darker skinned women. I hear it all the time. I've had guys as friends for years, and it just makes me sad because we can't get along. And I want darker women and lighter skinned women to stop this divide because we're all in bad situations with people because of our skin color. And we can either further perpetuate it or we can choose to say, I'm better than this and I'm not going to allow this to separate me from my people. I mean, it's up to us to do it. Nobody else is going to stop this but us. And I just wish that we would show documentaries of how better to get along with one another versus always capitalizing on what keeps us separate without listing a solution. So, this is one of those things where you can be a part of the problem or you can be part of the solution, and every day I choose to be part of the solution as far as this goes.